screen name is Krigan, helped me edit the intro to Iron Editor, which you'll see tomorrow.
Okay.
So that'll be a ton of fun. Looking forward to it.
All right, we're rolling.
I guess I just had a few questions. That was some very interesting music you chose. I guess that's the original soundtrack to Cloud Atlas.
It was actually the audio was taken directly from one of the trailers of Cloud Atlas. It was a 5-minute trailer that was the first trailer released. It was a big deal. You rarely see 5-minute trailers like that span such an epic length and scope. It perfectly captures the spirit of the film. And if I was going to use a trailer for Cloud Atlas, I had to pick that one.
Oh yeah, well, I really liked it just because of the symphonic nature of it, the classical instruments. Sort of, I always feel some of the best soundtracks always come from sort of classical music and stuff like that because they're very sort of emotionally gripping. They sort of transcend or kind of switch over. Translate really well.
Well, the funny thing is, whenever you edit a video, especially like the 5-minute long one, like I seem to have a habit of doing, usually by the time you're done editing, you find yourself sick of the audio. Really sick of it because you've listened to it a million times to internalize it. This used 3 or 4 different pieces, and the amazing thing is I'm not sick of this one.
Oh yeah.
I expect it to be. I always expect that going into a project, but this time I wasn't.
Who was the composer for that piece?
I actually don't know. There's like 4 or 5 different songs in there. So
okay.
Like, there's a website. I'm trying to remember what it's called. It's a site that has. It's like you can just Google it. Pretty easy to find. It's lists all the songs in every trailer ever. So I use that as a reference point, but I'm afraid I don't know the composers' names off the top of my head.
I guess one thing that stuck out about the clip, I guess, was the topography right at the end, kind of the swipes with the. Was that an original sort of title you put together?
Well, yeah. The original trailer had something similar, and I want to try to recreate that. But in order to pull it off, I first had to figure out what font it used. That was tricky. When I found the font or something as close to as I could get, I digitally drew in all the extra lines that was mimicking the logo of the film as close as I could. I tried to get as close as I could. Obviously, I had to improvise a little of the letters, Cloud Anime. And then I took each individual letter and created a separate fade mark to make it look like it was all coming together, which is a similar shot to what the original trailer used if you look that up. And I had to do it one letter at a time. Back then I was working with the limited version. I only had software I used. I only had a few tracks to work with. So I did 3 letters at a time, rendered it, did the next 3 letters, rendered that on top of itself using a lossless codec so it didn't lose any quality. And it was, I think that title sequence alone took me about somewhere between 4 to 8 hours to edit and polish, doing from start to finish, from each letter to final product. The background was, I think, clipped from Final Fantasy VII, Infant Children.
Oh yeah.
So I found the perfect sky background clip.
Yeah, well, it was a really great submission. I really enjoyed it.
Glad you liked it.
Good luck on the competition.
Thank you.
And you're?
Justin Davis. Under Fox Productions is my studio. My screen name is Davis51. You can find me on various websites and on animemusicvideos.org.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.